Welcome to this Animal Moves yoga flow. In this practice, we do a combination of yoga postures with some animal inspired movements to give you a really dynamic, well rounded, and challenging practice. There will be options from time to time so that you can make the practice your own, so just listen out for those. And when you're ready, we'll begin in a kneeling or seated position at the back of the mat. So we'll start with some wrist prep. So bring the backs of the hands together like so. Then spin the fingers towards you. Close the palms together. Keep spinning the fingers away from you. And then bring the backs of the hands together. And that's the movement. So we just draw the fingers towards you, close the palms, turn the fingers away, and bring the backs of the hands together. Keep this going a few times. Doesn't have to be very fast. And then we'll just reverse that movement. So you're drawing the fingers away and then in towards you as you close the palms together. Good. Now clasp your hands together, interlace your fingers, start to roll out your wrists, and you can be quite generous with this movement. You may even want to incorporate the forearms, maybe even the shoulders or the spine. Good, then shake out your hands all together, come into tabletop, and start by rocking forwards and back, continuing to warm up the wrists. Try to shift as much weight as you can forwards, pause here, and then move back. If you want to make this more challenging, tuck your toes, hover your knees, and do this. And keep the knees hovering off the mat the whole time as you rock forwards and back. Okay, last part of our wrist warm up. You can lower the knees if you lifted them. Flip the hands so the tops of the hands are down. If this is already enough, stay here. If you'd like a little bit more, then lean back so the tops of the wrists begin to peel off the mat. And you should feel a deeper stretch along the forearm. Then just pause. Focus on your breathing. Good. Release the hands completely. You may want to shake them out if they're a little sensitive. Then come back to tabletop. With an inhale, start to arch your back. So begin to tip the pelvis forwards, leading with the lower back, mid back, up back. Lift your head up. And then leading with the lower back again, tuck your tailbone, round from the lower back, mid back, up back. Finally, bring your chin to your chest as you exhale. Inhale, lead from the lower back, tilt your pelvis forwards, sink your belly down, start to open your chest, lift your head up. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, round the lower back, mid back, up back, bring chin to chest. Take this a few more times, just paying a lot of attention to the movement gradually through the spine. Slowing down the movement so that you can feel the action happening in each different part of the spine. Go for one more inhale and exhale. Good. Then come back to a neutral spine. Tuck your toes, hover your knees off the mat. Then pick up your hips, push back to down dog. You can keep the knees bent here. You can keep the heels raised. Hold for a breath in. Exhale, come back to your hovering tabletop. But we'll add in a twist, so swing your knees to the right. Inhale. Exhale through center. Inhale, swing the knees to the left. Exhale through center. Inhale, push the hips back up, down dog. Exhale, knees come back down to your hovering tabletop. Inhale, swing the knees right. Exhale, center. Inhale, left. Exhale, center. Inhale, down dog. One more round. Exhale, hovering tabletop. Inhale, swing to the right. Exhale. Exhale, center. Inhale, left. Exhale, center. Inhale, downward dog. Pause here. Hold for a breath in. Exhale, out. Look forwards. Step the right foot to the outside of the right hand into lizard. And step back, down dog. Left foot steps to lizard. Then step back. Keep this going. Inhale as you step forwards. Exhale, step back. Inhale, lizard on the left. Exhale, down dog. One more time. Inhale, lizard on the right. Exhale, step back. Inhale, lizard on the left. Exhale, step back. Lift your right leg high, open out the hip. Inhale. And sweep the leg out to the right side like you're drawing a half circle. Start to look forwards. See if you can sweep the leg all the way to the outside of the right hand. You could always heel toe the foot in place. Then bend your knee, find lizard. Bring the right fingertips to your temple. Inhale, lift the elbow up, twist your chest open to the right side. There's always the option to lower the back knee down here if you're needing a modification. Pause. Find your breath as you twist to the right. Turn your front foot to the right side. Sink the left side of the hip down. You could reach the right arm towards the back of your mat. So you're turning your chest all the way open. Hold for a breath in. With the power of your exhale, pick up the hips, push the floor away. Step back to side planks. You can either heel toe the right foot in place or just pick up the foot and place it there. Hold for a breath in, pick up your hips. You could always lower the left knee down if you needed. As you exhale, right hand comes down to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Lower the knees if you need to modify. Come all the way down to your belly. Bring fingers to temples, untuck your toes. Inhale, lift your chest using the strength in your back so you're not compensating by placing the hands down. Pause here. I know it's challenging balancing on the belly and breathing, but try to breathe steady as best you can. Hold for one more breath in. Exhale, come back to down dog. Lift the right leg high, open the hip. Look forwards for balance and sweep the leg out to the left side. Go slow with control. Bring the foot to the outside of the left hand. You could always heel toe it in place to come back to lizard. Left fingertips come to your temple. Inhale, lift the elbow up. Turn the chest open. With each exhale, continue to turn your chest open. See if more space becomes available in the twist. Good. Turn your front foot to the left side. Sink the right side hip down. Left arm can reach towards the back of the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, press the floor away, lift up, side plank, either picking up the left foot and placing it in place, or you could heel toe the foot back. If you're modifying here, right knee is down. Pick up your hips, inhale. Exhale, left hand comes down, find plank. Inhale, hold your pose. Lower the knees for this next part if you need. As you exhale, lower down through chaturanga. This time, roll onto the tops of the feet, press through to upward dog. So it's just the tops of the feet on the mat. Exhale to down dog. Hold for full breath in. Exhale out. Lift the right leg high, open out the hip. Look forwards for balance and sweep the leg out to the right side just like last time. But this time, lift the left heel to create more space. Shift your weight forward. See if you can bring the foot in between the hands this time. Spin your feet to the left side. Keep the left hand where it is. Reach the right arm up. So you're coming into a twisted straddle. Hold for a breath in. Exhale out. Good. Walk the hands through center. Lift yourself up. Open the feet out. Bend your knees to find goddess. Hands can rest on thighs as you rock from side to side. Try to keep the hips as low as you can so they're level with the knees or thereabouts. Good. Then you can bring the fingertips down to the mat for support. Shuffle your feet in closer so that you come down into Malasana. It's okay if the heels are lifting. You're not doing anything wrong. Continue to rock from side to side. And as you do this, you could pick up one heel, send the knee away, and then shift to the other side. Good. Settle into Malasana. Bring your hands over to your right side. Then shift your weight forwards into your hands and swing your legs to the right, just taking a little monkey jump. Then take the hands to the left. Shift your weight into your hands as you swing your legs to the left. A few more times to each side. You may even find that you can get a little bit of air time and come up into a little bit of a handstand. Once more to the left. Good. Then turn to face the front of your mat. Step back to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Lift the left leg high, open the hip, look forwards. Sweep the leg out to the side. Then as it starts to draw further forwards, lift the right heel to create space so that you can shift your weight forward. See if you can bring the foot in between the hands. You could always heel toe the foot in place. Spin your feet to face the right side of your mat. Keep the right hand on the mat. Inhale, left arm reaches up for twisted straddle. Exhale here. Good. Bring the hands back through center. Inhale, lift up. Open your feet out, bend your knees, sink the hips down into goddess. You can either stay in stillness or continue to rock from side to side. Good. Then extend your legs, bring the feet in parallel. Bend your right knee, shift your weight towards the right side. See how far down you go. You could always use your hands for balance. Then stay low as you shift to the other side, so straightening the right leg, bending the left. Keep this going, moving from side to side. If you're feeling quite comfortable here, as you rock from one side, spin the other foot so the toes point up and you flex the foot, coming into Skanasana. And then switch to the other side. Good. Once more to each side. Then turn to face the front of your mat and step into Malasana. Bring your hands in front, rest your hands on the mat. Then shuffle your feet in so that they're about hips width. Pick up your heels, rest your knees, either just above your elbows or further up your arms, depending on where you feel comfortable. If you're new to crow, you may want to practice just rocking your weight forwards and back. If you're a little more familiar, you could rock forwards, see if you could lift one foot, and then alternate, seeing if you can lift the other. If you're quite familiar with crow, then you can shift forwards, lift both feet, pause here. Maybe even extending the arms to work into crane. Slowly come out. Straighten the legs, come into a forward fold. Take a hold of opposite elbow, rock side to find ragdoll. There's always the option to keep a little bend in the knees here. Good. And plant your hands, step to plank. From plank, bring the right knee and tap your left elbow so it's coming across the body. Extend the leg out to the left side, plant the foot. Reach your left arm up, turn your chest open, coming into fallen star. Inhale here, try to lift your hips as high as you can. As you exhale, sit the hips down. Turn to face the space in between your legs. Plant your hands. Inhale, lift your chest, roll your shoulders back. Exhale, walk the hands forwards, fold forwards. Pausing, 5 breaths here. Plant the right hand back where it was. With an inhale, pick up your hips. Turn to face forwards and lower the left hand down. Then bend your right leg and slide it onto the mat to come into pigeon pose. Turn your hips to face forwards. You can either stay upright or walk the hands forwards and lower down, resting your forehead on your forearms. If you folded forwards, lift yourself up. Then sit over on your right side so that your back leg is free to swing around. Plant the foot in front of you and shift your weight into your front foot. Slowly stand up and bring the right ankle over the top of the left knee. Find your balance as you bend the left leg, coming down into a chair position. Arms can either reach forward. Sometimes this is helpful to counterbalance, or you could bring hands to prayer. Shift your weight back through your left heel. Pause here. Good. Slowly stand up. Step the right foot back and step to plank. Nice. Bend the left leg, tap the left knee to the right elbow. Extend the leg out to the right side, plant the foot. Reach your right arm up as you spin open into fallen star. Inhale, pick up your hips. Exhale, sit the hips down. Bring the hands in between the legs. Maybe this time you want to challenge yourself, take the legs a little wider. Inhale, roll your shoulders back. Exhale and fold. And we'll pause here for 5 breaths. Lift yourself back up. Plant the left hand back where it was. If you open the legs wider, you may want to bring them closer. Then press through the floor, lift your hips. Inhale. Exhale, lower the right hand down, turn to face forwards. Bend your left leg and glide the leg onto the mat to come into pigeon pose. You can either stay upright here or fold forwards. Slowing down the breath as we pause here. Sit yourself up if you folded forwards, then sit over on the left side so that your back leg is free to swing around. Plant the foot and shift your weight forwards. Use that momentum to stand up, then cross the left ankle over the right knee. Bend the right knee as you lower the hips down, coming into that chair position, either using your arms to reach them forwards to counterbalance you, or bringing hands to prayer. Focus your gaze on one spot. Good. Slowly stand up. Extend the left leg back. Step back to plank. Then lower the knees down. Bring the big toes to touch. Open the knees wide. Sit the hips back on the heels and settle in for child's pose. Just giving yourself full permission to relax now. Letting go of any physical effort. Walk your hands into your knees. Lift yourself up and bring your legs together. Rest your hands on your thighs. We'll finish just rolling out the head, going a few times clockwise. And you can go super slow through this. Just releasing any residual tension in the neck. And then go anti-clockwise. All right, open your eyes if they're still closed. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed this Animal Moves flow. I'll see you next time.